When conducting any research using human participants, it is vital to have ethical approval from the area in which you conduct research. As a Plymouth University student, I have been permitted by the Faculty of Science and Engineering to conduct my research. A research information sheet is handed out to each participant to thoroughly explain the purpose of the project, the title of the project, and any other important details the participant may need to know before partaking in the research. This document also details who is ethically approving this research and who to contact from the faculty if there is any dissatisfaction with the research being conducted. I have also created a document outlining the purpose of the research, which is handed out to each participant to sign, confirming their age, understanding of their rights, and the way in which their data will be documented. A right to withdraw form was also handed out to participants if they chose to opt out of the research before the data was analysed. They had 2 weeks to hand in this form before their data could be destroyed. Each interview was conducted in a separate room with both the interviewee and me taking notes of the tasks given to them. They had access to a computer to view Electronic Arts website. They also had a task sheet and a pen so they could write down their answers to the high-level tasks given to them. This is the document containing the tasks the interviewee had to complete. This document contained login details so they did not have to use their own credentials during the tasks. These high-level tasks were designed to get the interviewee to navigate across as much of the website as possible in the time they had to answer these tasks. Some of these tasks had Likert scales to make it easier to display their feelings about the tasks they were completing. Most of these tasks asked for an answer, which could only be found on the website to try and discourage looking for answers anywhere else on the device. At the end of the interview, the interviewee was given an exit questionnaire to document their feelings about the whole experience of using the website. One of the biggest things interviewees mentioned was the size of the login bar. By clicking this tiny button in the top right-hand corner, it brought up this massive window which took up half the screen, blocking any content behind it. To half of the interviewees I interviewed, I suggested a slight change to this menu by condensing it down into a smaller window which only took up around 8% of the page. While some of the interviewees appreciated the change, most suggested removing the huge buttons and favoured a more drop-down approach to allow for more options underneath the account button. A lot of problems arose when interviewees navigated to different games, as they were having trouble navigating back to the home page, as the navigation bar kept changing based on what game the user was currently looking at. To fix this, interviewees suggested to completely remove this feature and keep Electronic Arts' main menu bar static across all pages to ensure consistency across the entire website. 70% of interviewees noticed that when changing their profile picture, the only area they could see this change was within their account page. Whenever they went to a different page, the only thing that would show up there was a default user account icon, and multiple times during the interviews they were not sure if they were still logged in or not. To fix this, interviewees suggested that their profile image should replace this instead of having a default icon, as it would prove to them that they are logged in with their own account. When looking for the help page, interviewees became really confused when they could not find it. It turns out the help page was hidden behind a question mark next to the user account button above the navigation bar. Once this button was pressed, the help page was still not made clear to the user, as they had to look closely to see that there was a tiny link across this massive window that they had to press in order to get to the help page. Interviewees suggested that this was really clunky and super difficult to see, let alone get to the help page, and wished that the help menu was just simply a drop down on the navigation bar, allowing them to pick whatever type of help that they needed. Finally, when users were looking for the EA app, they were a bit puzzled on why they couldn't find it anywhere on the main homepage, but hidden behind a drop-down menu. Since the interviewees felt that the EA app was a bit more important, they suggested that there should be some sort of pop-up telling them that it can be downloaded right here.